Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and here it is, December. Let's do a reading. Oh my goodness. The Lover's card has come out for half of the readings I've done so far, and for most of them, it's come out in this position. I have been shuffling like crazy, so we are definitely all in for a month of connections. That is crazy. Wow. Okay, let me get through my preamble here and remind you that this is a general intuitive reading for a general Taurus audience. So please take what resonates for you. This is amazing. Please take what resonates for you and leave the rest for another Taurus. Obviously, it's not like a one-to-one reading, so I'll toss out a bunch of examples for how these energies might be applying for you. But like I said, take what resonates for you and check out the videos for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign for the fullest, most resonant experience. I've got the Star Maiden Tarot on the table here, and then I've also got the runes for a modern life rune deck. Let's pull a rune card. Othala. I'm just so amazed that the Lovers keeps coming up. And I'm telling you, I'm shuffling like crazy in between each reading, and it keeps coming up in this position. So it's something about the first week of December for so many of us. Now, from the Wisdom of the Oracle, your Oracle card is Loyal Heart. Okay. My apologies. I'm not even sure if I made it through my whole usual spiel at the top because I just got so distracted when that Lover's card came out. But let's go ahead and start with your rune card here. Othala is the card of legacies and heritage. So this is all about what we inherit and what we leave behind. So what we inherit from our parents, our grandparents, our ancestors can be everything from actual property or money or items, like from wills or that sort of thing. You could be receiving an inheritance of some fashion, or the things that we inherit from our family line can also be something like red hair, traits like anger management issues or dispositions, alcoholism, health issues, heart disease. I hate to bring that up, but it could be, how this card shows up for you is going to be different. Each Taurian could be dealing with themes of inheritance in different ways. Maybe someone is talking about wills and inheritances over the holidays. Maybe somebody else is dealing with sort of a family inherited trait or health situation. Or somebody could be inheriting the family restaurant from a family member. Now, this could also be coming up in terms of what you're thinking about leaving behind. It could be you are preparing your will or thinking about what you're leaving behind, preparing your sort of estate, as it were, no matter how much you have or don't have. It could also be the kind of thing, if you're a younger person, you could be thinking about your career, how it's going or not, thinking about maybe making a move, what you'd like to leave behind. Maybe you're thinking in terms of, is it time to retire? Maybe you're a student thinking in terms of making choices, which way to go. Should I go for that theater degree or go for the responsible, tax preparation? How this is going to show up for you, Taurus, is it depends, right? On who you are and where you're at in your life. But themes of legacy and inheritance are what this particular rune speaks to. And, conversations you may be having either internally about your own legacy or with family members about what's happening in the family might be coming up this holiday season or in December. Now, the other oracle card we have here is Loyal Heart, and that's it's the beauty of this oracle deck is it's so intuitive. You can tell almost immediately what every card is speaking to, and this is about issues and themes around loyalty. Something is due to transpire in December that will display to you someone's loyalty. This could be in a romantic situation. It could be even about a romantic relationship moving to the next level. Someone wants to take it to the next level, or someone, an anniversary or something, is renewed, is recommitted, something along those lines. Or it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be a work situation. Maybe a boss gives you positive feedback or gives you a leadership position, or you get a bonus, something along those lines. Or a friend, gives you a really sweet gift, or, something. I don't have to explain this. I don't have to take too much time to explain this one to you. Loyalty is displayed to you in some form or fashion this month. So let's see how that is displayed in the tarot, or reflected in the tarot, I should say. And, there's kind of an obvious way right here, as I was so distracted by earlier in the reading. The Lover's card, which has shown up for so many signs already this month, indicates a connection is forming, or being reformed, or being renewed at some level. Now, the obvious interpretation is always that it's a romantic connection. So for any Taurians that are looking to make a new connection, this is an excellent sign. But for any Taurians who already have a partner or a connection, this could be the sign of a connection moving to the next level, or a recommitment, a display of loyalty, an engagement or recommitment, something like that. But obviously, why don't you want to be in focus? This does not have to speak only to romantic relationships. This can also speak to a really wonderful friendship forming, or even something like a group relationship. You could be joining a improv group. That's like my favorite go-to when this card comes up, or even a bowling league, or a choir, or a sporting I'm so out of my depth when it comes to sports, but you could join, I don't know, like a soccer team or something that becomes your second family. There's any number of ways that this could play out. You could even join or get a job where you just really feel like family at the job. But the Lover's card indicates a connection where you get to feel like really seen. You get to feel like your true, authentic self. And in exchange, the person or persons you're associating with also get to feel really seen and really special in your company. Now, this is paired with the Knight of Pentacles. Knights are my cards of messengers that have some news or some offer for you or some gift. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. I'm going to do it off camera. Sorry, I just did a quick edit there so you didn't have to witness that. But Knights have something to offer that require action or a response on your part. And Pentacles are the suit of our resources. So this could be an actual physical gift. It could be money. It could be, I don't know, property. That seems like a lot. But, Taurus, that it depends on your circumstances. But this could also be something like an invitation to interview for a promotion or another job or something along those lines, because Pentacles are the suit of our resources that are often associated with our career. So it could be something to do with a job or involved with your job. It could also be something to do with a loan coming through or something along those lines. But in any case, the fact that it's paired with the Lovers sort of suggests that this could be a relationship tied to the workplace or a gift tied to your, maybe, your husband gives you that piece of land, surprises you with that bit of land, and now you're going to be moving, or, it could be something along those lines. I mean, take it as it resonates for you. It would be something that would make sense in your situation, not a completely out of left field gift, but a pleasant, surprise, not something crazy, right? Okay, I think you get what I'm saying with that. Let's move on to the next column, which is really amazing. So this second week for you is two major arcana cards, Temperance and Death. These are both transition cards. So whatever change or whatever this news is or whatever this invitation is, we see a beautiful shift right away here. This is a whole new sort of world on the other side of it. Temperance is a gentle shift, a gentle transformation. Temperance is about moderation. And death, we joke about it when we do these tarot readings, right? Because death doesn't speak to literal death. It speaks to transformation, about a situation transforming. Just like the butterfly has come from the caterpillar. The caterpillar has to transform into the butterfly, and only does that after a moment of transformation, right? Well, it's a few weeks, and the caterpillar has to sequester themselves and become goo for a little bit, and it's not a pleasant transformation. But here we have it in a short time frame, and paired with Temperance, it's a soft and gentle transformation, because Temperance is in everything in moderation. It's so whatever it is, it's smooth and it's lovely and it's artful. So I don't even know how to describe, I don't even know how to give a lovely example of that. But I think it's going to be beautiful, and you are going to just ease right into this next phase, whatever it's going to be. And it's something you want, and it's something, it's not going to be scary. It's going to be something you're going to just, it's something you've been waiting on. And it's the easiest transition to sort of the next phase of your life. And in this next row, we have a similar theme. We have the Six of Cups, which is very much about feeling connected and supported by loved ones. We always see this in the art here. I love the artwork in this particular card. We see a mature couple maybe having a date night or whatever. And that sometimes the Six of Cups shows children on the card. It's feeling playful. It's feeling love. It's being with someone. I mean, it's like this, but it's date night, you know. It doesn't have to be necessarily romantic, but it's spending time with someone who sees you and adores you, and it's an emotional, such an emotionally satisfying feeling. And that's paired with the Ten of Swords, which otherwise would feel like an ending. But when it's paired with the Six of Cups, it's a happy ending, right? Something that once served you now no longer works or no longer fits, and it's time to let it go or recycle it or whatever you need to do. So this could be something like retirement or moving on from one role at the office to a new role that's better fitting or better hours or something along those lines. It doesn't have to be a job, but take that and extrapolate as to how it might work in your life. It'd be something along those lines. And finally, in the fourth week, or this row that kind of roughly lines up with the fourth week of December, we have some beautiful fire energy. The Page of Wands can be excitement, enthusiasm, a spark of inspiration. You might get some great idea, a great invitation comes in that you want to follow through on, or you may actually be hosting a really fun party and have a lot of fun, getting your house or the space ready for the party. Have fun decorating and with whatever the theme is or something along those lines, or decorating yourself, just getting yourself ready for the event. The wands can be a suit of creativity, and there's also often a bit of ego attachment to it. So, putting yourself into a project and sort of sharing it with the world, with your loved ones, putting it out on social media kind of thing. That's paired with the Three of Wands, which is all about expansion. Something you love to do, something you want to share, is ready for the world. Now, even if you aren't big on social media, there's something that you have, a talent, a project, maybe even just pictures of your grandkids or how you spent the holidays or something. There's something that you have that's ready for sharing or ready for expansion or ready to take to the next level. Take that, as it applies in your world. For some of you, this could be it's very likely to be a job thing. Again, this could be, we see a lot here about a potential promotion or a relationship becoming Instagram official or something like that. This could just be the pictures from the party that you're planning. Take it as it resonates for you. But we see in December, like we're seeing for so many signs, just for beyond the Taurus collective, for the greater collective, we are seeing a lot about making and reconnecting making new connections and or reconnecting in really important, significant ways. And there's also a very significant transformation you are making here as this is some sort of connection allows you to let something that no longer fits go. And as you let that go, something else allows you to really use your creativity in a super fun, super exciting way. Well, Taurus, your December looks really awesome. I would love to hear about this transformation if you're interested in sharing. That looks fascinating to me. But in any case, thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed your reading, I invite you to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. In any case, please take good care. Until next time, bye for now.